The Razer Basilisk V3, coming in at a price tag of $49.90. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below. This uses the Razer Focus Plus optical sensor, which is fantastic for basically every gameplay style. This hits a 1000 Hz polling rate up to 26,000 DPI, 650 IPS, and 50 Gs of acceleration. Now, this mouse is not the best for fast-paced gaming. It's definitely a larger, heavier mouse. But if you loved the Logitech G503, which has been a mouse that has kept the same shape for literally almost a decade, or maybe it even is a decade. If you're used to that mouse, the Razer Basilisk V3 builds on everything that the G503 was great at, but does it better, cheaper, and with more RGB. Okay, so the build quality here is amazing. Best on pretty much any mouse I've used, bar like full metal mouses. It's definitely a larger mouse as far as gaming mice go. This is a right-handed ergonomic mouse with a large thumb rest, again, exactly like the G503. For my hand size and grip, this feels amazing for long gaming sessions, especially those gaming sessions that aren't super fast-paced. I can definitely use this for FPS gaming, don't get me wrong, but not my preferred mouse. But what this does great is games like Insurgency Sandstorm, Hell Let Loose, Red Dead Redemption, right? Something like Squad. Games like that, this is gonna do amazingly well with. Or if you're doing MMOs, like this is also gonna work great for that. This has injection molding sides that fit my hand super nicely and provide really nice grip without being abrasive. Color options here are just black, but it has a ton of RGB, so you can kind of customize the color yourself. Now, feet here are PTFE with 2 small skates on the top, 1 skate on the bottom, and 1 underneath the thumb rest. It glides very well with no pulling or dragging. Now, the cable here is Razer's SpeedFlex cable. It never pulls. You never even really feel it if you have some slack on it. It's just like every other ultralight cable. Now, the switches here are Razer's Gen 2 optical switches, and like I said, these have very satisfying clicks and overall a very comfortable weight to them. One of my favorite switches in the industry. As for programmable buttons, see, this mouse is one of the ones that you could be like, yeah, I'll buy that for the programmable buttons. This has tons with 13 total programmable buttons. There are 3 on the left side of the mouse. There are then the left and the right clicks, as well as the programmable scroll wheel that can be clicked left and right, similar to the G503. And then in the center, as well as the normal up and down scroll wheel. There are also 2 buttons behind the scroll wheel. The profile button underneath the mouse can also be programmed as well. This mouse is great for sniping with the side sniper paddle to change the DPI to super low while holding the paddle. This is absolutely amazing. This is something I really found myself using a lot, especially in Hell Let Loose. Or if you ever play games where you're going to be getting to a position and then doing finer movements like sniping. I would consistently get into a hiding place, a bunker, being a machine gunner, and hold down that paddle. It makes you unbelievably precise when you're actually getting into the action. Being able to use that paddle is just fantastic. So a lot of games, you can customize how this mouse is going to perform based on how you use it. That's one of the things I love about this mouse. Now, the scroll wheel here feels great. It's tactile with the ability to switch between tactile and a free wheel. Also, like I mentioned before, you can program the left and the right scroll wheel clicks, which means you can actually push this to the left and the right, which is great. I actually used this one a lot, which I never did on the G503 because that had too much of a lead up and kind of felt a little bit vague. Now, the weight here is heavier because it's a bigger mouse, but still better than you would expect for the size, coming in at only 101 grams. That's significantly less than the G503 from Logitech. And lastly, let's talk about RGB because it has tons. The mouse wheel all on the base and the Razer logo all light up super brightly. Probably some of the coolest RGB in any mouse ever. Again, if you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. And if you want to check out my main channel with longer form content, you can check that out right here. But this is a consumer tech review, high speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.